Hey everyone, it's Remenex here, and I am about to burst the bubble that is seed theory forever. There's no such thing as seed theory. Now, I know you guys are like, but what have you been telling us, Remen? And so the problem with seed theory is I think the premise in of itself is wrong. Because the idea that a PRNG seed in its purest form is being manipulated is the wrong idea. So if that's the hypothesis that you guys are fighting, you're fighting me on the wrong things. So regardless of your math background or your programming background, you need to understand something. The core of this is about psychology, and that's my territory. What it comes down to is marketing at its core is trying to promote spending. And so the only reason why my video came out that showed my behaviors in opening red stars was because of this. The long list of 7, 6, 5 red stars that go over here that are certainly not indicative of the norm, because you can tune in every week and watch two players battle it out and open red stars with far from the same results. So what's going on? What's the core of this, Remen? Why did you start talking about this in the first place? Well, truth be told, I used to have the worst red star luck in the world. My best red star many months into this game was a 5 red star Nobu. Yeah, don't jokes. It still hurts. Realistically, I was looking at patterns, looking for information. People were getting these amazing red star pulls, and I wanted to know why, to know how. So I opened Pandora's box, and believe it or not, I found hope. Let's get right into it. So here is the reality of it. Despite how much you spend, the algorithm in place that is being called spend theory is actually designed to punish those people who spend. And what happened was there was a player in Marvel Contest of Champions who had investigated this algorithm way back when, because they believed that a new account, they opened many new accounts and tested this, were getting better results after spending for the first time a little bit of money. So let's go. This is an article, by the way, guys, that basically analyzes Australia's actually going after loot boxes. So this is the actual patent in question. It's patented by Kabam, and we're going to go into why that's important to you in a few moments. Mystery boxes that adjust the past spending behavior. This enables game providers to enhance revenue opportunities by periodically rotating drop rates associated with mystery boxes containing virtual items. Drop rates are adjusted according to a user's purchase history, including the amount of real money exchanged for virtual goods. All right. Should be news to a lot of you. I probably won't be. This has been talked about a lot in there. A lot from there. And by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, the guys from Kabam, when they were bought, started a company called Foxnext. All right, that being said, let's get into the real detail. So when this game was in its early infancy, players... No. Whales. No. Krakens from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes were sought out to participate in a study where they were reimbursed for their time to give insights as to why they were spending money and what they wanted out of a mobile game. That should be interesting. Something that probably a lot of people don't know and don't talk about. So the idea is they wanted to understand the psyche of the game's biggest spenders. And thus, Red Stars were born. Now we'll go into this and we'll talk a lot about why the seed theory happened. So over time, we found that opening gold orbs and getting good gold drops seemed to indicate that you were in a good seed, that you were in a good area, that somehow you had positively impacted the drop rates. But more importantly, it seemed maybe spending energy or milestones. So the idea is, one of the biggest problems games like this have is hoarding. People who hoard gold and energy. So as a subconscious value, it was hypothesized that they were rewarding you by giving you a positive trigger by spending gold. Gold being the #1 bottleneck in this game, the undisputed champion of the world, Bottleneck. So there it is. That's the core of it. And the idea that I'm promoting you guys doing something irrational is against what my beliefs are. You should not buy Red Stars. You should be saving for raid up on characters like Anti-Venom. Characters that are going to make a positive impact on your roster when their raid up exists. Because otherwise, you will not have the opportunity to get a character at the same probability. So I gave you some insights that when I spent gold, certain things happen. And the reality of it is, you only do it a few times. And you should be doing it when milestones like Emma's are there. If you're spending more than 2 million, wait a day. But you lose nothing by trying it, and I'm only reinforcing the most important behavior. Save your Red Stars for characters you care about. Now, I don't know if it applies to everyone, but my results speak for themselves. I know other people have replicated them. You're not doing anything other than having a little bit of fun with the Remen algorithm manipulation, my crazy ritual that makes sense anyways. That's it. Remenex signing out. Love you much. Remember, I do things so you don't have to. Remenex in a nutshell. Yeah, the psychology's there, guys. It's definitely the industry trying to make a buck off of us. And you could see all of these things. So by the way, just as a quick recap, in the description below, you're going to see this article. You guys can go down the rabbit hole. You can start searching algorithms. You can look at the authors of these algorithms. You can determine where they are in the industry and who holds these algorithms now. It's really cool because all you got to do is copy and paste them into Google, and Google will actually lead you down that rabbit hole. It's a little bit of fun. So for those of you guys who claim to be scientists, who really want to dig into it, dig in. Because until you do, I promise you, you don't know that. And by the way, I was not part of that. It was something that was rumored. But I am 99% sure that it was something that the players from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes have. It was something that I heard through a third party that I trust very, very well. And it is indicative of what they want to learn from us. There's a reason why Google collects all this data on our spending habits, has all that stuff, information for the proprietors and the spenders. And this is the scientific part of it, right? I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to open up the hood on what the things I've followed. There are documentaries about this now. There are videos on the quartering describing these. So this isn't a new premise. The only thing I'm guilty of is a misnomer. Seed theory isn't real, but there is something afoot. So I'll leave it to you guys. You guys can catch me opening up orbs on Twitch for major character releases. I will be shipping those into videos on YouTube. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing to all this content. You guys have made my life amazing by being able to do this for you guys full time. Love you guys much.